Hey guys, we are going to see what your energy is, see what you got going on. I want to say I really appreciate you guys. Do me a favor, hit the like button to help get my video out there if you want to support my channel. Everything is in the description box, from personal reads to purchasing a cup for me. That's exclusively made by me. So we are in the, you're releasing energy, card number 13. We just, well, let's see. What was I going to say? Oh, we just passed the 13th, Friday the 13th. And that could have been a day that you released or decided to release certain things. Or 13 can be prominent. Releasing our darkest fears, card number 9. And so with the darkest fears, you're releasing these things. You're releasing the things that hold you back. The things that no longer serve you. And that is, in order to rebuild and be the master of your own universe. And that is beautiful thing, you know. Sometimes it's scary in order to release the things that we don't understand, but you're open to receive, to give and receive. Six of Pentacles type energy, because Six of Pentacles energy, because see, here it is, you're in the point of like not wanting to do this, but knowing that you have no other choice, because this is like balance. This is like you balancing out the scales, you know, and understanding what it is. And the fears is you going within hermit mode, and then rebuilding also comes with growth, you know. And so with the growth, there is a fear or having a tower moment, you know. This is you experiencing tower moments in order for you to master the things that, you know, you understand that you have to do. So this is like the anxieties, the Nine of Swords energy. You know, this is the Nine of Swords energy when it comes to you understanding that. And so when it comes to the mastering all these situations, you know, you're looking at things like, okay, this is a change in life. This is me having an awakening, and I'm mastering the things when it comes to my heart. If that's what resonates with you, that's just kind of how I see that, you know. And so now I'm going to pull from a card to get energy for this reading. But, you know, you're changing things. You're releasing. You're, you know, getting through the anxiety. You're getting, and you're having the tower moments, but you're learning from these. You're mastering these tower moments. Okay. First of all, the cards tried to come out. Yeah, you're manifesting too. So you're giving and receiving, but you're also manifesting as well. You're forgiving somebody. Somebody was on a timeout. You know, let's see, can you see that? Yeah, somebody was on a time out. And 77, you're practicing your spirituality, your belief system. You know, you're being creative and going forward, and you're not doing it. Pride is here, but I don't necessarily think that you're taking pride into it. You're just wanting to grow. And that is about how you are able to create and do things and forgive at the same time. It's even though you had to end certain things, or, you know, it was causing you anxiety, you had to release in order to rebuild and master this thing we call life. And, you know, and so that is kind of how I see that energy. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of more cards. I'm not going to say that this is a love reading, but you know, the energy that's here is you rediscovering, whether it means in regards to love, whether it means in regards to, you know, jobs, health, things like that. You're changing the way you see things, and you're facing your fears. You know, it says the darkest nights produce the brightest stars. And yeah, the black moon Lilith. All right. It says rebellion, seduction, an affair, the other woman, man, shame, envy, rejection, revenge, mystery, darkness, sexuality, standing in your truth. So yeah, you're standing in your truth about the other person. You're standing in your truth about any affairs that you've had. You're standing in your truth about the darkness, the things that you probably didn't want to deal with, and you're forgiving them. You're moving forward and you're forgiving them. You put them on timeout, and now you're moving forward with forgiveness. You're not letting pride take advantage of this situation, and you're being creative in regards to yourself. And that's you mastering the situation when it comes to your belief system. And so, you know, here it is, you know, maybe the person that you're dealing with have the Lilith energy, the rebellion type energy, or the energy of having an affair or being the other woman or other man in a situation, you know, that caused shame. And so you're dealing with the shame. So the 5th house tells you exactly what we're talking about. Love affairs, romance, play, parties, creativity, children, having fun, entertainment, fertility, dating, and joy. These are the things that come out of that Lilith rebellion type energy, which is romance, love affairs, Fear, earth element comes out. Could be dealing with the earth sign, or you could have it in your chart. Stability, the physical world, nature, practicality, solid foundations, be patient, being rooted and grounded. So that was what caused you to have to rebuild in this situation. Bottom of the deck is Jupiter. It says luck, abundance, growth, success, fulfillment, happiness, travel, chance, foreign affairs, optimism, and exploration. So even though, you know, you're going through all of these different things when it comes to growth, you know, you have to look at everything that you're deciding to do and choose how to handle a situation or how to deal with the situation when it comes to this. So I'll go ahead and pull from some other card decks. I think this is a Twin Flame Journey deck. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but I'll just pull and see what messages come out because, again, a romantic offer and over-romanticized. So, the bottom of the deck is cheating heart. Yeah, so this is dealing with somebody who wasn't faithful to you. This is dealing with either you not being faithful or somebody not being faithful. If you were cheated on, it is likely negative emotions are running high. You must honestly ask yourself if it's worth saving or just to walk away. So that is where the forgiveness comes in at. This has to do with how abundant you are. This has to do with the way that you deal with things and how you're releasing in order to move forward. If that makes sense, a romantic offer. Expecting a romantic gesture that could surprise you, perhaps an engagement or taking things to the next level. Celebrate your union. So again, the forgiveness could be celebrating something, but the over-romanticize. Sometimes our idea of love is far from reality, and as a result, we end up over-romanticizing relationships. Take time to reevaluate your views. That's what you did when it came to all of the things that you were accepting and why you decided to take a time out when it comes to you. It's your belief system is changing. And that's what it is. You know, you went through this. Your darkest fears was to deal with and actually walk away from a person that, you know, was in the Lilith energy, you know, the rebellion, seduction, you know, always having third parties, you know, rejecting you, you know, their sexuality meant more to them than you did. And now you had to stand in your truth. So it was like you were being put to the test. And in order for you to get through, you had to learn how to change your belief system and master your anxiety, the things that cause you fear, your pride, you know, because our pride gets in the way. And that's why we don't really walk away from people who we know have cheating hearts. And therefore, we stay until we, you know, until we are depleted all the way. And that could be financially, mentally, spiritually, physical type energy. And so that's just you, you know, changing your belief system and forgiving, you know, this cheating heart, you know. And so at this point, I'm not going to pull the Who's deck, but yeah, deja vu. So you felt like this was, and hold on. When I say over romanticized, when it comes to this card being out, remember I always tell you guys that when we meet people as Cancers, right? When we meet people, we see down the line when it comes to them, and we start to work that energy through and build up this beautiful relationship, beautiful situation when it comes to how we want this person to be in our lives. And just with the little small energy that we see, Queen of Cups energy, be someone who makes everyone feel important, look them through their eyes and make them feel understood. So if we feel an inkling of some type of energy to where we can see our future with the person, we over romanticize, and that's where we come in and we just give our all. That's just us and Cancers. We love differently, and it's okay. So deja vu, the karmic lessons, repeated patterns, and past life. Until we learn to master this, and that is our darkest fears. That's what the deja vu comes in at, because we feel this. You know, it's like, I've been here before. What song is that? I've been here before. Damn, I can't think of what song it is. But when it comes to being and feeling like we've been in a place before, we felt this energy before, that's the deja vu that we go through. And then we see, oh, this feels so familiar. This feels like I've been knowing you my whole life. And then you see down the line exactly everything that this person, you want this person to give you, but they're not mentally ready for this. They're not mentally, spiritually, or physically ready to give you the exact same thing. So your patience come in with this and understanding that you swallow your pride because you see something different. But when it comes to this type of energy, you have to change your belief system, the spirituality. You have to change the way you do things. You know, card number 77, this could be the year that you were born, or it could be just, you know, 96. These energies could be something that makes you feel a certain type of way. So beauty, charming, graceful, and luxurious. So you are charming, you're graceful, and you're very luxurious when it comes to how you do things. However, if this person doesn't see your beauty and doesn't see your worth, then they're just going to continuously walk over you, you know, and then you become asphalt. You know, I always say that. This one guy told me years ago, he was talking to me about a girl, and he said, you know, she like asphalt. She let everybody walk all over her, you know, and it's like, whoa, that was hurtful, you know, when it comes. I was like, well, you can't say that, because again, I have a lot of male friends, and I'm like, you can't say that. It's just the way a person loves. And Cancer, that could mean us too, you know. And I had to think about that in my perspective of what did that mean to me. If a guy can tell me that about another girl when it comes to, you know, somebody who he thinks less of, and this is just a friend of mine's, you know, had nothing to do with a romantic relationship or anything like that. He said that about one of these girls that we grew up with, and it's like, wow. So he didn't see the beauty in the way that she loved, you know, and he didn't see that, you know. So you'll never appreciate somebody if you don't know how they love and understand that. The concealing energy, secrets, mystery, and hiding. So you were dealing with somebody that was hiding, that you know, concealed a lot of different energies when it came to like the Black Lilith energy, or just the cheating heart, you know. Lust, yeah, they only cared about lust. It says intensity, sexual energy, and non-committal. They weren't willing to commit. So you had to be ordered and be able to give and receive to every situation. Not having to, but that's just who you are. But you had to manifest something different and change your belief system. And when it comes to Jupiter, you had to know about, you're always going to be abundant. You're always going to have growth and success and fulfillment and happiness if you change the way you do things. So the optimism and being able to take chances is how we operate, but not in a dark energy, not when we don't forgive ourselves, or not when we're not understanding a person. So at some point when we feel like we reached this plateau, the timeout card comes. 37, card number 37, you could be 37. The timeout card comes, and you know, you have to say your goodbyes, finality and closure. But we always know that it's not always final, you know, depending on how you love and how you forgive, it's not always final. So, you know, that is where you have to understand where you come in this situation at, and how you have the power to change your belief system, and understand that, you know, forgive the situation and move forward. Deal with your darkest fears, and understand that there is going to be tower moments. Listen, the tower energy says, let me find it. Oh, sometimes you need to tear down the limiting structures you have built for yourself to rebuild, to move. You have built for yourself to move forward, rebuild better, stronger, and wiser. That's a tower energy, right? And so with that being said, you have to understand that if this is a situation that no longer serves you, the growth energy, when it comes to, you know, the sun energy, it says find the joy in all situations, confidently shine your inner light and manifest your desires as a conscious creator. So we have creativity here. We have the sun card here, which is right here. We have all of these energies here, which is telling you to be able to learn to still give and receive, but learn to manifest and know that you're lucky and that you can do this. But you have to change your belief system and stop holding on and over romanticizing about any type of situation that you come in. And that's considered growth. It says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. And so that's what you're doing. You're asking the universe to help you expand and balance. Yeah. And the balance with pride. Pride comes out twice right here. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And so that is what you're really reflecting, is that energy that you need to change about yourself when it comes to that person. That's just kind of how I see it. When you say, I see myself going through here, you're reflecting the things that you should be doing with yourself with that person, if that makes sense. You know, so like you are trying to balance the situation out and say, and this is kind of considered over romanticizing, but we do it. It's okay. It's fine. Over romanticizing a situation is like, we see it and it's like, okay, we meet this person and then, you know, we feel comfortable with them. And we feel comfortable with them because we're comfortable with ourselves. We just have a certain way of dealing with that, right? And then we see, oh, okay, then the picket fences and the nice houses and the cars and the job comes, but we can get that ourselves, right? But that's what we want to place that person into our lives, and we see it down the line. Oh, I can see myself growing old with this person. So you start to over romanticize about this person and look at them with gray hairs, with the kids, the grandkids, all these different things. We do this. It's okay. But the balance is I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. And so I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you at all. That's a part of you understanding and me understanding where you are and understanding why we do things and how we over romanticize about certain things, especially when it comes to the the Black Moon Lilith energy, which is somebody we like, the bad boy, bad girl type energy. And so it's nothing wrong with that. It's just that we have to figure out how to get through that. Now, with all of that, we did pull tarot. This is tarot up here, but I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of more cards and then to see what it is. So I think I'm going to pull from the Protect Your Energy card deck to see what you were protecting your energy from. I just feel like, oh, I almost dropped all of these cards and I still didn't pick up all of them. I just feel like you were protecting your energy once you realized this, but I feel like we need to see what it was that you were protecting your energy from. We already know that was somebody that, you know, didn't really see our worth. This card tried to come out. I don't know what it is, but let's see. Sibling rivalry. I never could say that. Animosity and competitiveness. So that could be one thing as well. Embellishing on a story. So I was flying first class and Cardi B traded numbers with me and now I am her BFF. So I mean, we could do that, you know, because again, that's over romanticizing or romanticizing, not even romanticizing, I'm saying it wrong. That is overindulging in, you know, what could be. You know, if you see something, is it lies? Is it lies that you're telling yourself, or is it something that you really want and that you want to try to manifest? We look at things differently. And so that's how you have to see when it comes to this energy, you know. Bizarre protects. It says bizarrely protects their phone, keeping secrets close. So this is why you had to protect your energy from this situation. This person was keeping secrets close, or they could be embellishing on a story, you know, because they like the limelight. They like this seductive type energy, but you also see certain situations before they happen and the situations that you want to happen. You try to make it and manifest it. But is that considered a lie? Are you lying to yourself? Or is it something that you really want? Because who's to say the way we are able to manifest that this wouldn't happen, you know? But is that considered a lie? And is that what they tell you, you know? Or is it you over romanticizing about a situation, or you having deja vu? Because over romanticizing is like deja vu, you know, when you see things or when you feel like this is a twin flame energy. I don't know. I'm not making excuses for you, but I'm just telling you, this is kind of how I see things. So I'm going to pull from, I almost knocked my coffee over. I'm going to pull from the affirmatory deck when it comes to love and relationships. I just feel like, you know, whoever you were dealing with was in the Black Moon Lilith energy when it was third party energies, you know. I mean, and that is, oh, sorry, my cards fell out. Let me see. Perfect match and wants and needs. Okay, so it says wants and needs. I take stock on my relationships. It's you removing pride, having a timeout, forgiving, right? Knowing this person. These are the signs that you saw in the beginning. You just over romanticize it and look to the future. It's okay. You might embellish the story. That's over romanticizing, right? I mean, it's okay, right? So it says, I take stock on my relationships and I am honest about what I want and need from the people in my life. I note the difference between the two. Wants are negotiable, needs are not. That's where you're going into when it comes to you being able to forgive, time out, and changing your belief system and setting boundaries. So I say that again. I note the difference between the two. Wants are negotiable, needs are not. Both may be desired and either may be acquired, but that's getting into a Venn diagram territory, and no one wants to draw one of those. Do you guys know what a Venn diagram is? I'll write it out for you. I'll draw it for you. And this is, when it comes to the Venn diagram, hold on. When it comes to the Venn diagrams, you have to know that the Venn diagrams is you saying, okay, it's two circles, right? It's two circles and one overlaps another. This is a Venn diagram. This is you, this is them. But in between, this is us. This is what you're supposed to be giving. You're supposed to have your space. They're supposed to have their space. And this person, and this relationship should have this where everything is equal, but that doesn't always work. So it says, but that's getting into a Venn diagram territory, and no one wants to draw one of those. And so we just drew it. Though some of us might need to, because this is the way that a relationship should come when it comes. Okay, I forget what I want to say it was the love languages, but this is not what it is. This is what they say you're supposed to have when it comes to a relationship. You're supposed to have your own space. They're supposed to have their own space. And then you guys are supposed to come together, whether this be bills here, this could be going out, having food, dinner, movies, sharing this and that. But this happens when you have to draw this Venn diagram, right? This happens in a relationship with us, right? It's supposed to be like an equal give and take. But here it is when it comes to us. I want to draw this right. In our relationships, you have all of this a little bit amount of situations or of coming together mutually. I want to say this in an opposite way, but I don't know. And then it comes with, if I could make this, how do I do this? Okay, no. I know how I want to do this, because this is what you're really getting. But this is what, in actuality, this other person is getting from you, and what you're getting from yourself. It's always one-sided. So they're getting all of this when it comes to you, Cancer. And this is you. So they're getting all of this. They're having their cake and eat it too. And you only get this amount. But in actuality, this is what you see that it's going to work like. What it should work on. This is what it should work. How it should work, right? And this is how it really works. And so when you are imagining and over fantasizing, this is what you're imagining. Okay, well, this is the bills. This is us going out. This is us doing TikTok. This is us doing that. This is us doing this. And this is you and this is them. So your friends, this is your social life. This is the things you love. This is how you, volunteer, and then you want to come together, volunteer here. So volunteer, movies, dinner, TikTok, Instagram, and this is them with their work. Oh, and this is work here. This is them with work. This is how it should be. But this is really how it is. You all the way over here, and you get 25%. They get 75%, and they get the opportunity to cheat. They get the opportunity to treat you this way, to not see your worth, to not support you in your manifestation and your creativity. And they have too much pride, their ego, all of these things, because you never set those boundaries. This is real boundaries here. This is real boundaries. But this is when you guys are actually in a relationship, not a friendship. This is nothing established. This is not established. You get what I'm saying? This is not established. I'm sorry, I'm writing sloppy. This is not established. And this is what we deal with, but we give, this is what it's called, giving wifey duties or to girlfriend situations, having wifey duties to girlfriend situations. When you're giving and you're laying out the pattern, but there's nothing established there, and it's okay. And so that's where your belief system has to change. Your belief system has to change, because you have to realize that, you know, you are over romanticizing and your wants versus your needs, you know, and you're not setting those boundaries, right? So perfect match. Sorry. Congratulations. You've gotten your and everyone else's wish. This is an auspicious sign that healthy, authentic relationships is either here or on its way. This is a sort of relationship where you don't have to compromise, settle, sell out, or otherwise be a non-you. This is a relationship anchored in truth and love, and neither party will have to hide their farts from smells like a special duo. So again, this is what you want. This is the boundaries. This is like coming into the situation with the boundaries, not over fantasizing. This is you know, having your space, them having their space, where nothing is feeling too smothered. You know, you saying what you want, saying versus wants versus needs. And that is the Venn diagram that when you get into counseling, this is what they ask you to put. This is what you guys should be doing as together. And this is what this person has to have their life, and you do too. So what does this consist of? And then you come together out of this and say, okay, well, in here this is bills, in here this is that, in here this is this. But it never happens this way. It always happens this way, or this way, where nothing you guys do comes together as a cohesive unit. This is what it normally is, the 75-25 rule. You know, you get 25%, they get 75% without any commitment. Does that make sense? And so that is where you're building your perfect match. You know, separating your wants from your needs. Does that make sense? And so the bottom of the deck is warmth. I focus on warmth and let it guide all of my interactions. No matter how others behave, I choose to respond warmly. With warmth, I can melt any icy exterior. I can soften any hard feelings. I can microwave any pizza. Today, I adopt the saying, kill them with kindness, and turn myself into a warm, loving serial killer. Please don't be a serial killer. But I'm just saying, like, that is what you have to do. And that's what you've been doing, right? Until you get angry. However, what happens is that with the warmth, you know, once you remove and you put them on time out, and you say your farewells, goodbyes, right? Then, where was that card out? Where was that card at that it said, time to reevaluate your situations. Hold on. Celebrate the union. Where did I see that card? Where was it at? It was something saying, was it over here at the bottom of the deck? But it was basically saying that you're getting everything that you really kind of want by having the realization. I think that, dealing with your darkest fears, it's just the darkest fears card, which is the Nine of Swords energy, you know, which the Nine of Swords energy is stress, anxiety, and hopelessness. But that's dealing with your darkest fears, and also releasing that energy and learning from it and rebuilding from that energy by growing, you know, and mastering the things that you need to master. And so that is where the pride comes in at, you know. This person will learn that once you remove your energy, they have no choice but to grow, you know. And so that's just how I kind of see that energy with that. And so I'm just going to go ahead and pull, you know, you change your spirituality or belief system, you know. I'm just going to go ahead and pull from the Law of Attraction deck. You'll find your perfect match. And if this is not your perfect match that you've been dealing with, the universe will send you yours by divine right. You know, whatever is meant for you is meant for you, you know. But you have to love yourself. I love myself, and I see myself in everyone, and that is why you do this over romanticizing again. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull from, I wanted to see, was I tripping when I said that? No, that was me explaining stability, the physical world, nature, practicality, solid foundations. That's when you're building this solid foundation, and that's what you have to understand, you know, that this is what comes with that, you know. the Venn diagram, right? And so every time I come back around and say that, the Venn diagram, if I could actually grasp the word when I'm trying to say it, that's what happens. So anyway, I'm going to pull from the Law of Attraction deck, and then I'm going to pull from a crystal deck and a question. Yeah, I just felt like that card came out. Life surfing. Feeling capable of overcoming adversity. No expectations. Approaching life like a sport. And the flamingo. Enjoying friends. Balance and chaos. It says dealing with your emotions. Mastering your energy and vibration. Limiting beliefs. See? Belief system, right? Subconscious beliefs impede progress, right? Because if you're not changing your belief system and you're living in the subconscious, like your fears. Here. If your fears, you're just living based on your fears that, oh my God, I might lose this person, or oh, if I do this, I'm gonna lose this person. No, so what? You got to change your belief system. Subconscious belief impede progress. Check in, self-check, check in, self. It says shadow work, rewire the subliminals, and that is where the creativity, the forgiveness, the darkest fears, facing your darkest fears, rebuilding, releasing and rebuilding that energy, and not having too much pride, twice, right? Not having too much pride, facing your darkest fears, releasing, still being creative in the process of this situation, and going on a timeout and forgiving at that same time. Because if you change your belief system, right, and you stop over romanticizing about situations and realize that, you know what, I'll never get this, I never master this energy, right? I'll never master this energy if I keep over romanticizing or over analyzing, let's say that, about this romantic offer. I have to master myself right now when it comes to how I do things. And I have to face my darkest fears of, you know what, I might be alone for this process, but I'm building my foundation. I'm building my foundation, and therefore I have to balance out my emotions when it comes to this situation and separate my wants versus my needs, and understand that the universe is not, well, first of all, you have to say your goodbyes, right? That's the timeout. So the goodbyes, timeout, and the forgiveness is right here. All of these is right here. And this is in regards to the love affairs that this person is having. So will they ever respect me, right? And will they ever see the beauty in me like I see the beauty in myself? Or will they keep being in this Black Lilith moon energy and conceal secrets based upon lust or whatever, and protect their phone? You see what I'm saying? And so, you have to realize that life surfing is you feeling capable of overcoming adversity and enjoying your friends, balance, and chaos. So this is you coming into that situation in order to find that perfect match. And that's by you understanding what the Venn diagram is about. So, in changing your beliefs. So that is this situation. Let me go ahead and pull from the crystal deck. This crystal deck has the actual chakras on it, and it also has the type of stone it is, the hardness, and it has jasper, red jasper. So this could mean something to you, or this is something that you need to get. The red jasper crystal, it's grounding, stabilizing, and nurturing, right? And this deals with your root and sacral chakra. Your root chakra is survival, stability, and grounding. You have imbalance, right? Balance and setting foundations, right? The sacral chakra is your emotions, your intimacy, and your confidence. You have to be confident when it comes to your emotions, because your emotions are your darkest fears when it comes to how you do things and not being there for a person, if that makes sense. And then it says the hardness is number 7, and it's a trigonal crystal system, and it's a silicates crystal or whatever. And the back of it says, I am open to all that is around me and all that is within me. So be open to giving and receiving, and not changing your energy, but changing how you accept different energies based on your wants and your needs. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and let this go. I love you guys. Do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to my video, or subscribe to my channel, and support my channel. You can donate to my channel, or you can purchase a cup from me if you want a personal read. The link is in the description box. I'll put it around here somewhere. Also, go check out my other channel, The World is Waiting Tarot. That is an all zodiac sign tarot channel. Please subscribe to that channel. I'm trying to grow my channel to 1,000 subscribers. I love you guys.